God bless you, people of God, in this wonderful day. Here is Daniela bringing you a prophetic word from the Holy Spirit. I pray, like always, that you are doing fine. I wanted to get my phone as I'm driving to this errand I have to do and record, because usually, like I was telling one of my friends, when I'm driving, the Holy Spirit brings so much revelation that sometimes it's different to, or hard to communicate it once I'm back in the studio. So I said, let me just get my phone and record this as the Holy Spirit is revealing it to me, okay? So as you can see from the title of this video, today the Lord is telling you that He is exposing somebody in your life, okay? You have been putting someone on a pedestal, you've been defending someone, you've been prioritizing someone, and the Holy Spirit is bringing this word to you today for you to know that you have been, and this is gonna hurt, but you've been settling for breadcrumbs. Like, what you are considering, all that is not as a big a deal as you think, at least through the eyes of the Holy Spirit. So the Holy Spirit is bringing this word into your life to bring to you a deep confirmation on why He might be calling you to separate yourself for some time, why maybe this person has distanced themselves. Like, God is showing you what is happening behind the scenes, okay? So this prophetic word is coming from a dream that I had. And I was able to see in this dream how there was a woman who was getting a lot of things out from a car. Like, she had these black backpacks, like a bunch of bags that she was getting them out, and they were very heavy. So then out of nowhere, from the distance, this guy is coming towards her. And I had the feeling that it was like a family member, but this could apply to any type of relationship. And I was able to see how she was so happy that he was coming. She was like, oh, he's gonna help me, like everything's gonna be okay, like everything's gonna get better, basically, you know what I mean? So this guy starts coming, and she's getting these heavy bags, and she's like overwhelmed. Like, that's how you might be feeling right now. Like, maybe you have a lot going on, you have a lot on your plate, there's just a lot of things happening to you, so you just been feeling it, right? And you've been looking for some relief. Well, I was able to see that when this guy started to get closer, she started asking for help. Like, not even asking, she was begging. She was like, please, like, can you please help me with this? Can you please help me with my bags? And this guy was like, no, like, I'm not gonna help you. And he was seeing her struggling, and he did not want to help her with the bags. So she started to cry, and she was like, please help me. Like, I really want you to help me. This guy is giving her his back now, his back. He's turned around, I'm sorry, with his back towards her. So she's again crying, like, please help me, please help me. And he's like, no. And she said, all I wanted was your help. And then he left, and he did not help her. So that's very deep stuff right there. That's why I said, you might not want to hear this, but as I'm sharing this, I know that the Holy Spirit is going to put that person in your heart already. You're going to be like, I know who God is speaking to me about. You can let me know down in the comment section if you'd want me to know who God is speaking about in your life, if you feel comfortable sharing, right? But yeah, you know, a lot of times, this is going to be really deep, but a lot of times when we are not exposed to a healthy relationship, maybe between you and a man, or you and a woman if you're a man, right? If you're not exposed to a healthy relationship with your friends, with your parents, you start settling for the bare minimum. That's why it's so important to get to know the love of God. That is why it's so important. So you can say, wait a minute, like, God says you have to act this way. This person is not acting this way, so it means that they maybe don't love me, or they don't know how to show me love, how I need to receive it, right? And for the purpose of this video, God is telling you that someone that you've been defending, someone that maybe you even look up to, like, they are not who you think they are, you know? Like, maybe they've been helping you, but they haven't shown up as much as maybe God would want them to, or as much as they would need to get the type of appreciation and love that they are receiving from you. So God is trying to open your eyes. This doesn't mean you have to cut this person off, or, you know, call them up like, hey, Daniela had a dream, how could you do this to me? None of that, you know what I mean? But truly, this is an opportunity for you to reassess your relationships, right? For you to reassess what you are prioritizing. If you're prioritizing yourself, if you're prioritizing the wrong people, you know, this has a lot to do also, I believe, with the previous message where I shared how the Lord was speaking about father wounds, right? How a lot of people have a lot of abandonment issues. Like maybe you didn't have a good relationship with your father or with your mother, but a father wound is a little bit deeper. I saw a lot of people comment in that video that is something that they struggled with, because a father in your life provides to you protection, discipline, comfort, safety, right? So all of the traits that come from a father, if you didn't have that presence in your life, you're constantly seeking after it to the point that you're willing to abandon yourself just to feel secure, just to feel safe, right? Like that little girl inside of you, or that little man inside of you, the little boy, your inner child doesn't feel safe. So you're going to really far extents or extremes to try to receive that feeling from people that maybe are not there for you like that, so you can satisfy those needs. And in another scenario, you might be repeating the relationship you had with your father with other people, right? The abandonment, the silence, the I love you even though you're not really helping me, I care about you even though you're not truly there for me. And this is something that God is healing. A mother wound is a little bit different, but it also has a lot to do with your self-esteem and stuff like that. But we could talk about that in another video, because what I saw for this video was a man. So make sure, people of God, as I'm sharing this with you, you do take the time again to reassess your relationships and start asking yourself if you are seeing people for what they really are. And if not, ask the Holy Spirit to help you. Tell the Holy Spirit, help me not put myself in situations or relationships that are not replicating or are not the evidence of the way that you love me or the way that you want me to be loved, okay? So I pray this word blesses you, and more than anything, it brings to you peace. Make sure to like this video, people of God, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. And I'll see you again next time. Shalom.